Hello everyone. I am Assistant Professor Pragati Shetty from Department of Microbiology, KG Sumaya College. So in this lecture we will study about the complementation test, okay, and the types of genetic complementation test, including the cis-trans test and the trans complementation test. Okay. So first we will see that what is complementation. Right now, complementation is anything, it's a property in which you require this, or we can say the complementation happens when both the cells or both the genes will complement each other. The mutations happens, or we can say the genes required to produce the progeny cell. Okay, for production of that progeny cell, the genes has to complement with each other. Then if they complemented with each other, okay, then they will react, then they will produce the product. Okay, and so for example, if we want to produce a gene C which is only produced with the help of gene A and gene B, okay, because the gene A will contain some different protein and gene B will contain some different protein which come together and recombine, and then it can produce the gene C, which is ultimately a third product, right? So in a process, if we replace the gene B with the gene A, then it will not complement each other. It will be the same. It is not different. And therefore, gene C is not being produced. Vice versa, if we incorporate gene A and gene B, then it can definitely produce the gene C. Then we can say the gene A and gene B are complementing with each other, and therefore they are producing a new product or a product. Right? So this is basically a complementation. Now this complement test has been discovered by a scientist named called as the Edward Lewis. Okay, and this test is used for the allelism. It is then a complementation test can also be called as the cis-trans test, that we will see in the next slides. It is also called as the cis-trans test, and that can be used to test. Now this is important, this test are used to determine that mutations, okay, mutations are present are in the same genes or mutations are present in the different genes. Okay, so by complementation test, we carried out a complementation test, we got the progeny cells or we got a positive result. Okay, then we can say the mutational genes, that is the genes responsible for causing mutation, okay, that mutations are present at different genes, not in the same mutation. If we have a mutation X and mutation Y, then and say we have a gene named labeled as the A, okay, gene segment A. So if this mutation X and mutation Y, this both the mutations are present in the one gene, then it is not going to work. If the mutation X is present in the gene A and the mutation Y is present in the gene B, then it will develop a product. That is the complementation. Okay, they are complementing each other, right? Therefore, we use this genetic complementation test to determine whether the mutations are present in the same genes or that are present in the different genes, okay, of a cells. Then mutants are crossed to bring the two recessive mutation. Now this, a famous example of the complementation is the Drosophila melanogaster. So the Drosophila is basically fruit eye, and as we know, the color of their eye is a red color. Okay, now the mutants are crossed to bring two recessive mutants together in the heterozygous form. If phenotype is mutant, then mutations are present in the same gene. and as the mutations will present in the same gene, then what will happen? They will fail to complement, and they both will lose, they have the loss of functions, right? The progeny will not be produced. Whereas if phenotype is a wild type 1, then mutations are present in the different gene. Each mutant contribute a normal gene at different locus. Complementation is due to interaction of different protein, right? So for example, we are saying that the red color eye. So in Drosophila, they has the white color gene, okay, or we can say the white color protein responsible for synthesizing the white color for their eye, okay. And then they have the red color protein. And so if one of the genes, we can say white color or red color, is present or absent in the Drosophila, then it cannot be complemented with each other, and it cannot be produced an proper red color eye, because to reach red, Drosophila requires white protein, okay. And after white, it definitely required a red color for its original red color synthesis of that eye. And so if a single gene is present, then it is not going to synthesize properly, okay. So that is not complementing. And if both the proteins, that is both A and B, are present, we can say white and red are present, then it is going to complement each other, and then it will produce the red color eye containing Drosophila, okay. So this is the complementation test. Now complementation test in the genetics, if we look into the, okay, this is more easy example, all right. Now you can see the left hand side example, that is the complementation example, and the another one is the example for no complementation. So first we will study, that is complementation example. Okay, so now you can see a E. coli K12 lambda cell, right? On that cell, E. coli cell, we have recombined two phage molecule. One phage is of R2A and one phage having mutation in the R2B gene, okay. Now you look carefully in the picture. It is a very interesting and it is a simple topic. So we have two mutations, okay. Now we have to check these mutations are present in the different gene or the same genes. So the phage with the mutation in R2A is producing a non-functional defective A product, because the R2A mutation, you can see a black coloration, so the black line is responsible for indicating mutation, right? We just studied in the last online lectures, in the previous slides, that is the black color is indicating deletions or any point mutations, right? So the black color is present in the R2A, so it is mutated in that portion, so it will produce the defective A product, non-functional A product, right? It is getting mutated, it got mutated, that product, so it will definitely produce the defective product, right, as compared to the original. And in similarly, same case is present in that R2B gene. In that gene, you can see a black coloration, that is a mutation present in the R2B. It will produce non-functional B product, right? And therefore the portions which are not containing any black coloration, these are producing the functional B product and functional A product. Okay, and therefore from this what it is indicating, what it is saying, that these mutations are present in the different regions, in the different genes. This both the black lines are not present in the one gene only, right? One mutation is present in the R2A and one mutation is present in the R2B gene, and therefore it will then produce the progeny phage which will lyse the host. Okay, so this is complementation. They are complementing each other, that both the mutations are not present in the same gene. Okay, and that is we have to determine, right? For that we have used the complementation test. Okay, therefore if we see the plaques on a plate of the host, okay, then we can say the complementation test is a positive test. The genes are complemented to each other. The mutations present are not present on a same gene, they are present on a different gene, right? You can see the mutations are present in the one mutation here is present in the R2A gene and one mutation is present in the R2B gene in the complementation test, and therefore this both the product will be complementing to each other, right? Because they have that both the product which can be produced into the functional product. You can see R2B is also functional and R2A is also functional. Okay, and therefore it is able to carry out the next progeny generation, right? Now you can see in the second one, right hand side. Okay, before coming to that complementation, this property, or we can say that when both the mutations are present in different genes, not a single gene, these are called as the transconfiguration. Okay, or we can also call as the intergenic mutations. Remember, this also called as the transconfiguration, transcomplementation test, or the intergenic mutations. Okay, you can see here transconfiguration. So we can say the R2A and the R2B right? So this mutations are present in the two different genes. The similar example has been represented here only, just with the different colors. Okay, the example is same. If you look carefully, then you can see in the left hand side one, okay, in the transconfiguration we have again R2A, that is a non-functional, R2B is the functional, and in the opposite side, in that both are functional. Okay, so that is called as the transconfiguration, when both the mutations are present in the different genes, not a single gene. That is called as the transconfiguration or intergenic complementation. Okay, now we will see in the no complementation test. Okay, so you can see here, now we have phage with the mutation in R2A and we have phage with the mutation again with the R2A, because we want to study the no complementation, and so therefore we are purposely incorporating the two mutations that are same, that are present in the same genes. Now you can see in the cell of the E. coli K12 lambda, you can see the black coloration line, right? That band, black color band, is present in the R2A only, right? Therefore the mutations are present in the similar gene, in the same gene. Okay, you are getting, and therefore both the mutations are present in the same gene, in the R2A gene only. Now what will happen? There will be defective A product which will be non-functional, and there will be only functional B product in both the cells, in both the phages, right? Therefore the progeny phage will not be produced, because there is nothing different, there is no different cell to which it can bind and it can produce the progeny. The same gene, the same gene cannot complement each other. You can see we have two R2B functional proteins, but that cannot complement each other, right? Complement means what? Different, that are complementing with each other, right? So it will not produce any plaques, it will not produce any progenies, determining that there is no complementation between the genes, that is the mutations are present in the same gene. Okay, whereas in the complementation, what was the scenario? The mutations were present on the different gene. The black color bands, one band is present in the R2A and one band is present in the R2B, and that is why we have the R2B functional also and R2A functional, both the products. Therefore these two different products will complement each other, and therefore it is able to produce the progeny molecule, progeny phages, giving us the plaques, right? This is the complementation. These two genes are complementing with each other, because mutations are not present in the same gene, mutations are present in the different gene segments, right? Now whereas similarly, and this example is of the T4, okay, T4 phage in the R2 gene, in the R2 gene that we studied in the previous lectures, right? That R2 gene components are only the R2A and the R2B, okay? And therefore in the no complementation test, now this test is also can be called as the cis configuration, okay, the cis configuration, in which both the mutations are present in the same gene, that are called as the cis trans configuration, or we can say intragenic complementation test. Intragenic, the complementation we are calling it as the intergenic. This no complementation wala test we are calling it as the intragenic complementation test, right? Okay, and this type is called as the cis configuration, and the other one, the previous one, left hand side, is calling as the trans configuration, okay? So we can say, for in concluding, complementation, in the complementation what is happening? Both the genes are present in the different gene, both the mutations are present in the different gene, right? And in the no complementation, negative results we are getting. Why? Because the mutations are present in the same gene, and so gene is not having any different product or different gene to which it can get complement, right? It can be pair with, and therefore it will not produce any product. So that is the case of no complementation. We also call it as the cis configuration and intragenic complementations, right? Now for example here, okay, so here we have one term also calling as the cistron. So what is a cistron? It is the smallest units of a gene, okay, which does not show the genetic complementation when two different mutations are transpositions, but shows the wild type phenotype when the same mutations are in the cis. Okay, so what is the cistrons? It is a smallest structure, it is the smallest genetic unit, and this term has coined by the Benzer. Okay, so it is the smallest genetic unit that does not show genetic complementation when the two different mutations are in transposition, but that show complementation when the mutations are present in the cis positions. Okay, so you can see here cis configuration. Okay, so two mutations are present in the same gene. Okay, so if mutations are recessive, then cell will lyse, and if mutations are dominant, then no cell will lyse. All right, this is about the trans configuration and cis configuration. So this is the trans configuration, in which both the mutations are present in different gene, and in cis configuration both the mutations are present in the similar genes. And therefore, due to this various configuration, this complementation test is also can be called as the cis trans test. Okay, and the important term is that the cistron, okay, which is coined by Benzer. It is a functional unit of a gene. Okay, now in nowadays it is mostly pronounced a gene only, as a gene only. Okay, a cistron, which is the smallest genetic unit, okay, and which will code a piece of RNA. Okay, and at present the gene is commonly used. Okay, a cistron is used very often, very far often. Okay, this is about the complementation test, genetic complementation test. This is very important topic from your exam point of view also. I hope you understood this online lecture. If you have any doubt regarding this subjects, okay, so in this online lecture we studied the complementation test. What are the complementation test? Okay, then we studied complementation and no complementation test, trans configuration and cis configuration. Therefore this test are also can be called as the cis trans. Okay, cis and trans configuration, cis trans test, complementation test. I hope you understood this. If you have any doubt regarding this, then please ask in the comment section. Thank you for watching.